Sitting opposite me is the man I actually don't need to introduce. But you know, when I was working last in Mumbai Mirror, I was told specifically by the canteen guys that if you get him for even 5 minutes in the canteen, not in the office, that they will give me khana, pina, as long as I work in the Times Group, free.
No, but you know, I think, Vicky, I think that is the beauty of the community. I think that comes from Mangalore.
Yeah.
You know, मैं हमेशा कहता था कि पहले दिन से कि कहीं भी जाऊं मुझे खाना पीना फ्री ही होता है, क्योंकि हर गली में जैसे नस होते हैं बॉडी में, वैसे every by-lane and lane of Mumbai has Shetty restaurants. Kids who've come from Mangalore, worked hard, made it. So khana pina, Athithi Devo Bhava is something that we always believed in. So I think that's one of the main reasons also.
No, but I think it's also the popularity. It's not that you start.
Yeah, they love you. Yeah.
There are many actors who are from my community, but it's not necessary that I idolize them or I'm crazy about them.
This is also because I think one of the only South Indians initially who came from nowhere and settled and made a name for himself. So every kid from Mangalore believes that hey, he could do it, even we can do it. So it's always that hope, and that's why that love.
So what happens today if you walk on the street and say enter a restaurant or even on the I mean,
they go bananas, of course.
Yeah.
Absolute bananas. And it's love, love, love and love. And I think by far, they feel that you represent them. And a community that is being represented by an individual. So whether it's Shilpa, whether it's Aishwarya, whether it's Manmohan Shetty, and all of us who come from this smaller Rohit, come from these smaller areas, get immense love and respect, But we also give back. We are constantly, I'm still connected to my roots. I probably want to go to Mangalore 10 times a year. Any opportunity and I'll run back. It's not that we are city and, things have changed for us. No, it hasn't.
But when you do all this, Sunil, restaurants and many other businesses, how do you balance it? Because first love, I guess, is still movies.
Absolutely.
Acting. So where does it, how do you do it?
I think I came from a business background and that's why I continued to do it because I had a great team. But at the same time, I think that's why I am not where my contemporaries are also, because my focus went into a lot of things and not just focusing on films and what I was supposed to do. At the same time, I also risked by doing probably 40, 50, 60, 70 films with first-time directors. So that emotional angle also got me, where first-time directors would come and say, sir, picture kijiye na, my first. I would always think, yeah, struggling, even I struggle, chalo, let me help her. My father did the same. So I think I lost out there, but no regrets, absolutely no regrets. And like I always say, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart, because that's the relationship I share, whether it's with Akshay, whether it's with Ajay, whether it's Salman, I am happy for where they are, and happy about the fact that you work hard, you still have a place for yourself in the industry.
But when you did those films which you say for friends or, for someone whom you maybe helped out or something in the initial stage of your career, do you think you really did the right thing? Because yes, I know you helped, but
today,
if you see your filmography, it's quite assorted. There are 2 hits. And then there are 3 flops maybe.
Absolutely.
There are 2 hits, and by flop I am not really going by numbers, because in those days we never spoke about crores and all.
True.
But all I'm saying is that, do you think you could have been a little more
absolutely
wiser, if I can use the word?
Yes, I would probably use that for my kids and advise them that what you say makes a lot of sense, because see, what happens is the scripts are good. The kids were good as directors. What they came to me, it's not that I did anything and everything. I heard the scripts and I did it. But somewhere down the line, there was no distribution, there was no marketing. They couldn't complete their films. They couldn't spend money on their films, because the kind of producers they got were also the smaller producers. So I think finally marketing plays a big hand. And today, the proof is marketing. You see the films that are marketed right are doing phenomenal business, even though maybe they may be crap and you might not go to see the second show, but certain good films are not getting good releases. So somewhere down the line, a producer and a distributor or a studio makes a hell of a lot of difference. That is proof of concept has come today. Like earlier we didn't have box office reports, opening अच्छी लगी, इतने हफ्ते चले, और जो distributor ने दिया, वो दिया. लेकिन आज अगर मैं जिंदा, आज भी अगर जिंदा हूँ 4 साल के गैप के बावजूद, it is of course one for the love of the media. They've kept me alive. Television, your films work on TV. You know, anytime and every time you put on TV, you're seen somewhere or the other, and it's got satellite value. So there are mistakes, yes, and I fully agree. I made mistakes.
That was in the initial part of your career. But you know, what I really want to understand before I go to Darbar, which is coming up on Friday, is that I think 2000 was Hera Fairy, then 2001 I think was Dhadkan, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
And another good film here or there. And that was the phase when you, who were always spoken in the same breath as Akshay, for action and comedy, you did an emotional film like Dhadkan. I mean, with such superb songs also to add to it. What happened after that?
Like I said, that's the period when
that was not the initial period, because
no, but the initial period was far better. It was after this period that I made the mistakes.
Okay.
Otherwise, I was repeating. I was doing films with the Deepak Shivdasanis and all my directors, Priyadarshan and Rajiv Rais and everybody. Then I started doing films that I started believing in, and directors, like I said, I started believing in, but not with the right producers. So, you know, it is always a producer that holds a film or lets go of a film. You know, it's the support that they give. Today, why would a kid today do a Yash Raj film or a Sajid Nadiadwala film or a Karan Johar film? You know, or a banner that makes sense. I don't even think the kids would listen to half the scripts when you know it's a Karan Johar film. I'll do it.
Yeah.
How many of them listen to scripts when it's a Karan Johar film or it's a Sajid Nadiadwala film? But if it's a smaller producer who calls, they'll say, no, we are not ready, we are busy. So today it's riding on that wave of success is safety. That's why you see 90% of the kids are safe. One good film with a Farhan Akhtar and Ritesh Sidhwani, they don't want to do the next film because they are secure.
And
then
they get repeated also.
Absolutely, and that's the way it works today. You know, and that's why for a new producer, there are no actors. Actors are not available. You know, somebody is happy with T-Series, somebody is happy with Fox. So brands matter, producer matters, and the director. Today, 90% of the films you will not know the name of the director. The second film a director makes, the first film will be a blockbuster, the second film he doesn't know, he's got no control over budget or script. You know, and that's the reason you feel it's an Nadiadwala film, it's a Fox film, it's a YRF film. The director's name never
but
came
actor
out.
blocked hai, jaise ki aap keh rahe hain ki Karan is repeating, Sajid is repeating, or anybody, we are actually not taking specific names here. Then if another maker wants to cast them, they are not available.
They're not available.
So does that also, in a way, is it like a bane?
Of course
because
it
on the
is.
content, suppose I have written a script with say okay, let Tiger in mind, but Tiger is going on with Sajid Nadiadwala.
Absolutely.
He's not giving me dates.
Absolutely. So you end up, that's what I'm saying.
So there is a flip side to this.
There is a flip side to it. That is why the dearth of talent also. And even if there's good talent, nobody is willing to risk because you can't release more than X amount of films. India, we are talking about 4,000 and 5,000 theatres in India, 60,000 theatres in China, and 10% of growth every year, which means an addition of 6,000 theatres in that country itself. Whereas here we are not even talking about a 1% growth or 2% growth. Every 2 that open, 5 close. So demand is there's no supply. Why? What is the difference between South and Bollywood? If a South film releases, the weekend is a 50, 80, 100 crore weekend. That's because though they don't have the kind of theatres, the repeat audience is massive. A fan will see a film 10 times as compared to a fan seeing a film once here. You know, so that's where this goes. Darbar is releasing and there's a 4:30 morning show. There's a 6 o'clock morning show in Bombay. Which Hindi film will release that way? So, you know, what we need is more theatres. I think web has opened an entire new world for talent. There are web stars who are as big as anybody else, and from a popularity point of view. So, you know, the more opportunities come, talent will be there. But here, problem is theatres, control, of theatres.
Are you interested in web shows? Will you dive into them at one point?
Absolutely. No, I've been offered also. I'm looking at it. But I'm also very, very clear today as to what medium is it going to be showcased on. What is the platform is it going to be showcased on. That's important because reach is important. There's no point now making a mistake at this point of my career.
Something similar to what the producers
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't want to get into that space. I'm not competing with anybody. What I'm looking for is quality work, good work, appreciation of work, and that's why I think, staying away. It's only after Dad's death that I thought, I need to start working again. And then came Palwan, a good opportunity for me, something that I hadn't done. I said, let me take a chance. And then moved into Darbar, that moved into Sarkar, Markar, and some very, very good films which should be announced very soon.
So what exactly are you doing in Darbar?
Play negative, but a very, very interesting character, a very, very good role because, Laika Productions, Rajni sir, Murugadas, Santosh Shivan, I don't think one can ask for a better setup. So the first thing was, unbelievable setup. Suniel Shetty, know that I could control my performance because I'm speaking Hindi. It's not that I'm speaking a language that I'm not used to, so you get stuck with emotions. You might do a South film, but because you cannot express yourself in the language, expressions go haywire at times, and there's a certain monotony and a certain stereotype performance that you end up giving because you don't know the language, you're reading or you mug the lines. So that comfort very, very much here. Played negative, yes, but with a very strong emotional backing. If after Main Hoon Na, I took a long time to play negative. I mean, trust me, 90% of the films negative had come to me, and I've always said no. Because I didn't want.
You did such a fab job in that movie.
But I didn't
the way you spoke, the dialogue delivery.
Yeah, but I didn't want that image.
I mean, even when I look at every scene, I can't stop grinning.
Yeah. No, see, and that's why you get an opportunity like this again. But
why did you do it? I mean,
because I don't want to play villain for the sake of playing villain, just to laugh and do larger than life. When you're playing grey, there has to be a certain beauty.
You don't want to be a caricature.
Absolutely, and that's what 90% of being negative is about. Unless you're given a very strong character, there's no point doing it. And that's why when you see an English film or a Hollywood film, and you say, wow, look at this, that drives the film. So I may not be the parallel lead here with Rajni sir, of course, but it's a very, very important character in the film. From the first frame to the last frame of the film, this is that one man who's being discussed. And when that happens, you're in the news, whether you're in the frame or you're not in the frame.
Yeah.
You're there, like Raghavan in
Your
Main Hoon Na.
motivation is high, your output is high.
Absolutely. And like I said, for me in Raghavan was my child. The death of my child in enemy territory, they not giving me my child back was enough for me to say to hell with the world. I thought from a father's point of view. Then there was a larger character as an army officer's point of view. My job when I wear the uniform, or the Indian Air Force, Army, Navy, Police, when they wear the uniform is not to see right or wrong. Their job is to see for my country or not for my country, for my people or not for my people. Right, wrong comes afterwards. छाती पे तिरंगा है तो सोचना तो लॉजिक कम्स लेटर यार कौन दुश्मन है कुछ नहीं मारना है हमें जिंदा रहना है उनको मार के जान देना नहीं जान लेना है so that was that character and I think here I got something which was very very emotional too.
Working with Rajni sir?
God.
How was it?
God.
Your first meeting, was it before आप मिले थे इसके पहले?
मिला था लेकिन बहुत ही casual meetings थी. I was just struggling as an actor then.
In those days?
Yeah. Early days. And now when I met him, there's this certain aura that has been created about him. Ordinary little Innova taxi, walks in, simple man, humble. Every time somebody bends, he bends lower. There's this, he's in a Zen space. Offshoot, he has attained nirvana. He's in a space where he's happy with life, he's content, He's meditating, he spends time in the Himalayas, very soft spoken, eats just right, has maintaining a the minute he wears his makeup and his hair, the amount of energy that you see him in is completely other than what it is. So for me it was a dream. My first dialogue was a monologue with him, and it was pretty a long one. So I did it, and this is how he went. You know, and the first thing I said, sir, thank you.
You settled down immediately.
Yeah, and when Rajni sir does that, everybody does it. Then there was another angle, and again he repeated. And once I came out, he says, you're a very good actor, you know. And I think that was the highest point. Tick mark, that box was ticked anyways because I was working with him. But another tick mark he gave me because of what he said. Then I did action with him, and he says, you know, nobody has ever handled me so beautifully. I've never had action that was so intense but so smooth. And our action is intense, and he and me were doing it together entirely. It's not that we use doubles and we did. It's on the level of a Mehuna climax. I keep saying Mehuna because Mehuna is one climax that I believed in, where Shah Rukh was probably one of the most secure actors. I believe he's one of the most secure actors is because he gave me that security in the climax.
Yeah.
मैं कैसे सुनील को ऐसे मार सकता हूँ यार, उसकी अपनी इमेज है, मैं पिन निकाल के उसको मारूंगा. 100 में से 99 एक्टर्स ऐसे नहीं सोचेंगे. और यही बात रजनी सर में है कि नहीं यार, it should be equal, there should be a clash, and that's what it is. And what does an actor want? That you're not being treated like crap. You're negative in the film, but that's not what it is all about. Today you have his fans who are hashtagging we love Suniel Shetty. I mean, it's crazy.
So today have you become friends with him? You'll call him and anytime, and is it...
I won't do that. I won't cross the line, but yes, I have a phenomenal relationship with him, and a relationship of ultimate respect. See, Amit ji and he are actually gone above the stage of being extraordinary actors and all. They've moved to the godly status. I mean, temples बनाते हैं साउथ में, इसमें ले इनके लिए genuinely temple बननी भी चाहिए, क्योंकि आप जब उनको देखोगे आपको लगेगा कि भगवान है और हमको हमें इस इंसान को respect करना चाहिए.
I think the biggest, if I could call it attribution, that is that, you know, he doesn't wear a wig when he's moving in the taxi or when he's on the set without,
Absolutely.
I mean, unless you call lights, camera, action.
Yeah, nothing. He is who he is. जैसे आप एक पत्थर को भी पूछते हो और हनुमान के मूर्ति को भी पूछते हो, आप बिलीव करते हो कि ये इसमें हनुमान जी है.
हाँ.
तो यही बिलीफ लोगों में आ चुकी है, क्योंकि
तो फिर वो किस रूप में भी हो,
किसी भी रूप में हो. हाँ. इसीलिए मैं उनको, मैं जो भगवान
Did you ask him ever that, you know, why you, I mean, why are you so casual?
Yeah, but
I mean, I would be tempted to ask
because
him.
he says I am like that only, Sunil, and he is like that only. He is like that only, Vicky. We used to sit like that and do. If I come, he'll pick up chair and he'll look for a chair for me to sit. He won't sit till the next chair comes.
No, how vain we are. I mean, for hair or for specially
to look good in front of the camera. अच्छा मेरा आज का एयरपोर्ट लुक क्या होगा यार, ये पैंट में
right profile लो, left profile लो.
दो बार पैंट पहन सकता हूँ. Who is dictating these things यार?
Yeah.
He doesn't care. और कौन उनसे बोलता भी है कि आप ये पैंट आपने 2 बार पहना, आपने मेकअप नहीं किया, आपने बाल कंघी नहीं किया.
Are you conscious of the fact that when you go to the airport or when you go to the party that okay, I've not worn this pant because tomorrow there's some fashion police will point out that he's already worn it 3 times.
I repeat my clothes.
You know how it is.
Yeah, I repeat my clothes. I wear what I like. If there's a particular shoes I'm comfortable with, I might have 50 pairs of shoes, but what I'm comfortable with, I'll wear it 50 times in a month. I don't care. For me, my fashion statement is my body language, my fitness is what I can give. उसके लिए मेहनत लगती है, बाकी चीज़ों के लिए पैसे लगते हैं. मेहनत करो, and I flash my body language, मैं कैसे चलता हूँ, मैं क्या हूँ, मेरे में जो नेचुरल है, बाल है, दाढ़ी है, या वो चीज़ें मैं फ्लैश करूँगा. That is my fashion statement. That is my अंदर बेल्ट पहन के, बॉडी सूट पहन के, फिर कपड़ा पहन के ऐसे खड़े, वो मेरा फैशन स्टेटमेंट नहीं है. And nor will anybody influence me there. क्योंकि मैं उस जमाने का हूँ ही नहीं जहाँ सोशल मीडिया के किसी ने मेरे को बोल दिया कि आप अन्नाड़ी लगते हो. तेरे बोलने से मैं अन्नाड़ी नहीं लगता. मैं जब आईने में देखता हूँ और मुझ में कॉन्फिडेंस अगर है तो मैं सही हूँ. माँ ने बोला कि बेटा अच्छा लग रहे हो, पिताजी ने बोला, बहन ने बोला लुकिंग गुड. मैं वर्चुअल दुनिया का नहीं हूँ, मैं रियल दुनिया का हूँ. अगर कोई मुझसे कहे कि सर आप गलत थे, आपने ये गलत किया, इट हर्ट्स मी. सोशल मीडिया पे अगर किसी ने मुझसे कहा कि आप गलत हो, हाउ डज इट मैटर टू मी? दुनिया, प्रॉब्लम ये हो गई है कि बच्चे वैसे निकलने लग गए कि सोशल मीडिया पे देख के, नहीं मेरा राइट साइड, मेरा पाउट सही आना चाहिए, मुझे मेकअप, मेरे बाल सही होना. जो हम हैं अगर वैसे रहेंगे.
So you have these share of arguments with them at home that don't bother about the social media.
या सी आई फील अगर आपको खुश रख रहा है तो ठीक है, लेकिन डिप्रेशन में मत चले जाओ. 90% बच्चे डिप्रेशन में चले जाते हैं क्योंकि मैं डालूंगा पिक्चर बुधा को लेके ऐसे और बोलूंगा इन बाली. अरे बाली नहीं, वर्सोवा में बैठा हूं मैं. तो ये जो झूठ 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 झूठ, ये व्हाइट लाइज नहीं रहा. व्हाइट लाइज रहता अगर आपको खुशी मिलती इससे. विकी, अरे विकी मैं आ नहीं सका यार, मैं आना चाहता था, आई एम सॉरी, जेन्युइनली भूल गया. तो विकी भी खुश रहा कि आने वाला था, वो आया नहीं. लेकिन मैं अगर झूठ बोल के आपको नाराजगी पहुंचाऊं, व्हाइट लाइज बोल के, तो वो व्हाइट लाइज रहा ही नहीं ना, वो झूठ ही रहा ना. तो मैं सिंपली सोचने की बात कर रहा हूँ. दैट इज व्हाई आई एम सेइंग, ये क्या हो गया, ये झूठ है ना, जो सोशल मीडिया का झूठ. मेरे को पता है जब लोग बाहर से आते हैं बोलते क्या फैन फॉलोइंग है यार आज भी तेरी, कितने लोग भागते हैं सेल्फी लेने के लिए. मैं बोला भाई टिकट खरीदते तो मैं फैन फॉलोइंग की बात कर. ये है क्योंकि उनको उनका फेसबुक का स्टेटस बढ़ाना और लाइक्स बढ़ाने. तो ये जो एक्टर्स सोचते हैं कि हम साले बहुत बड़े स्टार्स है, नहीं है. सलमान खान की तरह टिकट बेचो, शाहरुख की तरह टिकट बेचो, ऋतिक की तरह टिकट बेचो, फिर हम बात सकते हैं. फॉलोअर्स तो तुम नाच रहे हो, कपड़े उतार के नंगे अपने आप को दिखा रहे हो, तो आपको फॉलोअर्स मिलेंगे ही मिलेंगे. Does that convert into, if you're saying real sense, if you're saying actor, producer, बिकना, एक यूनिट को चलाना और एक 100-200 आदमी को खाना खिलाना, वो तब है जब आप अपने आप को बिक सकते. ये रजनी सर है.
Yeah, there are so many heroes and heroines.
Absolutely, so many. Amit ji,
followers on Insta and like, but when the movie releases, there's nobody to see them.
There's nobody to see them. That's exactly what I'm saying. So, ये मिथ से अगर हम बाहर निकले ना कि भाई सच्चाई ये है और सच्चाई से जुड़े, माँ बाप के साथ थोड़ा वक्त ज़्यादा गुजारे, तब अपने को रियलिटी मारेगी. या अगर नाना नानी दादा दादी है उनके साथ जाके गांव में एक 10 दिन रहे, तब अपने को समझ में आता है यार सच्चाई तो साला ये है यार. सो आई थिंक दैट इज, नाना नानी के साथ ज़्यादा ट्विटर और फेसबुक पे रहते हैं, तो वो दादा दादी नाना नानी बन चुके. तो देयर इज नथिंग कमिंग फ्रॉम जनरेशन
where it should,
you know.
So tell me more about this Darbar. Tell me some 1 or 2 scenes which are like going to be the highlight.
I think the twists and turns in the films, I mean, that's why I don't want to talk about it, is because every time you believe कि ये है, अच्छा चलो ये हो गया, फट करके मुर्गदास जी घुमा देंगे उसको, you know. जैसे गजनी की स्टाइल है, वैसे एक स्टाइल है अपनी उनकी नैरेटिव की. एक इंसान जो ज़्यादा हिंदी बोल नहीं सकते और जब भी मुझसे समझाने की कोशिश करते हैं, बहुत ही शाय, ही टॉक्स टू हिज असिस्टेंट्स एंड आई यूज्ड टू ऑब्जर्व हिम एंड हिज बॉडी लैंग्वेज को मैंने एब्सोल्यूट कॉपी किया है इस फिल्म में, क्योंकि उनकी जो समझ है और सोच है सब्जेक्ट की, कैरेक्टर की, नेगेटिव फोर्स की फिल्म में, ही ऑलवेज बिलीव्स इट शुड बी ऑन पार विथ द हीरो ऑफ द फिल्म, वरना वीक पड़ जाता है.
But any particular scene with Rajini which is going to be the highlight? Any confrontation scene?
Climax is the confrontation, and everything for me and Rajini sir, for me in this film with Rajini sir is the climax for me, because that's where we clash. Otherwise it's a cat and mouse game that we are playing, and the beauty is the cat and mouse game.
With lots of twists and turns.
Lots of twists and turns. And even Rajini sir, he is no traditional cop. He says, you're badass, I've worn this uniform for my country, I will take the pants out of you, I don't care who you are.
How does Murugadoss handle an actor like Rajini, and plus you also very senior? I mean, how does he, if he wants another take or if he's not happy, just in case?
No, he'll come and tell you. He's very straight. And it's Rajini sir who wanted to work with Murugadoss sir as much as Murugadoss sir wanted to work with Rajini sir. Same thing with me. Today Murugadoss sir and me, I mean, he absolutely has such a brilliant relationship with me. It's unbelievable because I believed in him. The thing is, he's someone who's shooting today. He's someone who's successful. Behind every successful film or a person, there is a reason why it is. And if I can understand that and say, this is for me to take away. Whether when I remember my contemporaries, whether it was Sunny, whether it was Govinda, whether it was when somebody asked me who's your favorite, I said, नहीं यार साले सब है, क्योंकि सब में कुछ ना कुछ बात है ना. आज सलमान भी देखो तो गोविंदा के वो body language और ये लेके he's also using that with his action image. So it's all blended. So I think we take from people, and that's what I saw here. He's got the pulse of the audience.
So he will say it, and plus you will not complain either because you have that kind of a
no. And whatever I needed to discuss with him, I discussed with him at the script level, and then I've agreed to do the film. He's not changed the script. He's only enhanced it. He's enhanced my role. He's enhanced the look, the feel. Santosh Sivan has presented me brilliantly like never before. So, for me, it's a very solid return to my audience saying, I'm there and I can act. I took a gap for 4 years, but I've maintained myself. I haven't forgotten acting. Maybe it has changed and become more realistic. I think over a period of time and with the right director, even that will happen.
With the subject also, I think it
will
changes.
Happen with me, But I believe in the school, when there's a villain, there has to be a body language, there has to be grandeur. I don't believe कि villain किधर से भी आ सकता है, कुछ भी कर सकता है.
I believe if there's a strong,
मेरी school ही नहीं है.
If there's a strong antagonist, it helps the hero also to raise the bar and give an equivalent.
हीरो की एंट्री पे सीटियां होनी चाहिए, ढोल बजना चाहिए, चाल होनी चाहिए, बाल उड़ना चाहिए, वरना हीरो कैसे यार? I mean, different school है. यहाँ कल 4:30.
It still works. Hasn't Simba worked?
Yeah, exactly. It has.
Hasn't Kabir Singh worked?
Everything.
So what are these? These are larger than life heroes, right?
Like the introduction of Rajni sir in the film. उसके बाद 3 मिनट का गैप होगा. Freeze होगी screen. वडाला में और चेन्नई में ढोल बजेंगे और फिर वो वापस स्क्रीन प्ले होगा और पिक्चर आगे बढ़ेगी. ऐसा है.
That's for this film you will have done like that.
This film Vadala is going to open that way and Chennai is. Why not यार? Entry आया, उनका भगवान आया हुआ है तो.
This hasn't been done ever before.
No, but Rajni sir's film is always double. In the main theaters, it's always double. Where the Rajni sir's fans are going to be there. 60 foot का.
It's always like that in South.
Yeah. Okay. नहीं तो जला देंगे वो लोग, सीट तोड़ देंगे. They want to see the introduction क्योंकि वरना उनके इंट्रोडक्शन में आवाज उठनी होती है, डायलॉग नहीं सुनता, कोई दिखाई नहीं देता, सब नाच रहे, चिल्ला रहे, आइल पे नाच रहे. So, but that is cinema ना यार. I mean, न्यूज़ तो देख ही रहे हम लोग. News, fake news, fake everything is going on daily. I mean, थक चुके हैं.
How much of news do you believe today? When you read it online, when you read it in newspapers?
I think 20-30%, but at the same time very aware of all that is happening, very aware that a lot is happening which is not good at all for the country. JNU incident, absolute disaster. I could be a Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, I could be anybody. I could be from any political party, BJP, Congress, NCP, Shiv Sena and all the other parties there are. I have no freaking right to go into a temple of education. क्योंकि मेरा मानना है बुद्धि जो है, education है, बुद्धि शास्त्र जो हम इसलिए बोलते हैं उसको शास्त्रों में मानते हैं क्योंकि जब आप educated रहते हो आप कहीं भी बर्बादी भी होगी आप दूसरी जगह जाके अपना ठिकाना बसा के अपने बुद्धि के द्वारा आगे बढ़ सकते हो. अगर वहाँ जाके आप बच्चों को मार रहे हो, it's absolute freaking disaster. People should be taken to task और वो भी मास्क पहन के. अगर मर्द अपने आप को बोलते तो खुलेआम घूमना चाहिए ना सबको. तो whichever party is done it, whatever it is, I don't know the politics behind it, but it is not right and we cannot beat our students up. At the same time, sometimes I think some of the students, they may not be students also, they may be protesters, putting up signs of free Kashmir, free Kashmir. Kashmir was ours, Kashmir is ours, Kashmiris are ours and we are Kashmiris. So I think these things should be very, very clear. Rest is, instead of voicing our opinion non-stop on social media and spreading venom, even in a place like Vietnam, I was out and they're saying, your country is going through hell, right? I mean, that's how we are projecting things also. When you say we are the superpower, when we say we are democratic, when we say Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isais live like nowhere else, I honestly believe our Muslim brothers live like probably they don't live anywhere else. That's that freedom. Why are we sending out the wrong messages? Why? There shouldn't be force, there shouldn't be violence. Like I said, it doesn't matter religion, it doesn't matter political party, it doesn't matter what faith I believe in, who I am, what stature in life I am, whether I am an actor, whether I have got no right. My rights are equal as compared to anybody and everybody. And being peaceful it has to be a way of life. See, but there's so much politics in it na, that sometimes common man, I consider myself a common man, doesn't really know what is behind the scene. I'm absolutely confused.
We spoke about relationships with Murga Dos and your co-actors earlier. How is your relationship with your kids?
Oh, friends and more than friends. Absolute outstanding. Probably as good as any great father-son or father-daughter relationship.
So, I mean, you advise them that, Athiya is getting scripts, Ahan must also be, I mean, maybe right now itna nahi, because he's got his first film with Sajid. Do you start telling them that, okay, suppose Bala has clicked, let's say, example. You must do films like these. Today the cinema has changed.
No, I don't. See, because I've seen cinema change so quickly now.
How are you mentoring them?
I think by telling them to make the right choices, the scripts that they believe in.
What are the examples you give?
Like I would say, if you're talking about films, I would say, like for Tia, I was very happy that she did Motichoor Chaknachoor. Forget how it turned out eventually. But that was a subject that I heard first, nurtured it and told Tia, you should have a look at it. You know, because there's something for you to do in the film and not just be a glam doll. I mean, that is something I think she'll never want to do. But there has to be substance in it. For if it's male and if it's a film like Bala, I would tell Ahan, of course you should do something like this. You know, see where you're comfortable, see what it is all about. But at the same time, you make sure that you get the right audience also to believe in what you're doing. Ayushmann is probably 1 in a million. You know, after Amolji and the Farooq Sheikh and all the actors who's just managed to choose right. And people have started. He's convinced people that my subjects make sense. So that takes a lot of effort, that takes a lot of talent, that takes a lot of belief in himself, which Ahan and Athiya will take years to develop. But I sit down, I discuss with them, you know, because I've made so many mistakes. So I'm no stalwart to tell them ki ye karo, wo karo.
So when Athiya's movie didn't click, this Motichoor, there must have been a discussion at home. She must be sad, she must be hurt.
No, we weren't sad.
The way when the director and producer started fighting with each other.
We weren't sad, we weren't...
You were also blamed initially that you were interfering in the script. The story appeared in one of the tabloids.
Yeah, you know, and the best part is we were not hurt. Thea was very happy with the kind of appreciation she got. She was not upset, she was hurt because the film wasn't released right. No producer in his right senses removes the director, the writer, the EPs, the assistants, the editors. You're talking about Chandan Arora. You're talking about Deba, who's a damn good director. You approved the script because of that. So it's only a fool who would do that. So why would we take the blame? A person who's made that mistake should take the blame for it. And I, in my life, have never interfered in anybody's film. In my own films, I don't interfere. I've released films after 9 years, giving dates, 2 दिन करो यार, shoot करो, release तो कर दो.
ऐसा नहीं है कि बहुत पहले की
नहीं, बहुत सारी गलतियां प्रोड्यूसर के वजह से हुई, जहाँ हमको पिक्चरें 6-6 साल बाद रिलीज करना पड़ा. लेकिन मैं आई स्टूड विथ माई प्रोड्यूसर बिकॉज ही हैड इन्वेस्टेड. पता था मुझे कि पिक्चर 2 दिन नहीं चलने वाली है, लेकिन अगर उसका पैसा छूटता हो तो मैं कौन होता हूँ रोकने वाला.
How comfortable are you with the relationships that you hear about your children in newspapers?
See, that's the beauty. Now you say hear. People said they heard. And without taking names, I said, whatever relationship they are in, it's always discussed with it. I'm always aware of everything that is happening in Athiya's life and Ahan's life. Ahan, father and son discuss a lot of things in life. But here there's a daughter and father who discuss everything in life. Whether it's the guys who like her, or whether somebody makes a pass at her, or whether she's seeing someone, she has always discussed everything with me. And I've laughed it out and said, Thea, you're a beautiful girl, somebody will propose, somebody will say things, you have to take it in light. What is his approach to it is what is important. You don't like the individual, you have to tell that in no uncertain terms at times, and otherwise very subtly. So, father-son के बारे में तो बहुत relationship सुने, dear daughter and son. So I know everything that is, and everything is with my always.
But you
with my
recently made a
approval.
statement that you're very comfortable with the people that they are dating.
Absolutely, I'm comfortable with all their friends or anything that Ahan and Athiya are doing, whether they travel, who they hang out with, the way their body language is, the way they dress, everything has an approval without having an approval.
Can we conclude with a very candid question that are your children single? Because Athiya is being linked up to Rahul and he's a fantastic cricketer.
I think Athiya and Ahan will be the best people to answer this question. But like I said, father is very, very happy that with all that is going on in their life. I've always told Ahan one thing. I've never told Athiya anything. Ki, you know, people have asked me कि यार आजकल कितनी dangerous है लड़कियों के लिए, आपकी बेटी एक्टर है, तो आप क्या एडवाइस देते हो अपनी बेटी को? मैं हमेशा ये कहता हूँ कि मैं बेटी को कभी एडवाइस नहीं कहता हूँ, मैं अपने बेटे को एडवाइस देता हूँ कि लड़कियों को रिस्पेक्ट कर, माँ, बहन, बीवी, गर्लफ्रेंड की तरह.
That's fantastic.
और बाकी बेटी को क्या एडवाइस, अगर बेटा मेरा ये एडवाइस मान ले तो फिर बेटी को तो कहीं भी चल सकती है, कितने बजे भी चल सकती है, कुछ भी कर सकती है. और इवेंचुअली 90% आज बम्बई शहर के घर घर में जाओ या आप गांव में जाओ, 90% बेटियां ही हैं जो माँ बाप को एंड तक उनका ख्याल रखती है. बच्चों को छोड़ के, बाप को छोड़ के, अपनी पति को छोड़ के जाके अगर माँ बीमार है या बाप बीमार है, वही जाके वहाँ रहती है गांव में या ये. बेटे नहीं जाते क्योंकि बेटे को तो अब बीवियों की सुननी पड़ती है ना. So these are the facts, and I think if we follow those facts, we'll never have a problem in my life. That is why success रहे, failure रहे, मुझे एक चीज़ guarantee है कि at home I'm successful.
Your life is peaceful.
I live with my mother. I live with my. I used to live with my father. I live with my daughter. I live with my son. My son and daughter have grown up with their grandparents. तो अगर वैल्यूज़ उनमें, अगर कोई मुझे बोलता है कि उनमें वैल्यूज़ बहुत है, तो मैं बोलता हूँ वो मेरे माँ बाप के दिए हुए वैल्यूज़ है. मुझसे हम लोगों से वो लोग, ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स से वो लोग जब ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स बोलते हैं तो सुनते हैं. और
I agree with you.
सुनते हैं और मानते हैं. माँ बाप को वो लोग देख के सीखते हैं.
No, they argue also sometimes and they don't listen to you.
Absolutely. लेकिन अगर आपका बर्ताव सही हो घर पे, वो आप उनके हीरो बन जाते हो. माँ हो या बाप.
They will not go against you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. क्योंकि they believe, इन बच्चों को हमने ही ताकत दिया हुआ है कि बोलो, अगर कुछ सही नहीं हो रहा है तो बोलो. तो हम भी अगर सही नहीं करेंगे तो वो बोलेंगे ही ना, तो हमको बुरा क्यों लगना चाहिए? मुझे ये नहीं लगना चाहिए मैं इसका बाप हूँ तो मेरी सुनना चाहिए. सो फिर देन आई एम बीइंग अ हिपोक्रेट. यू नो कि नहीं मैं बाप हूँ तो मेरी इज्जत कर. बाप हूँ और अगर मैंने सही किया है तो इज्जत कर, वरना मत कर बेटा. आई एम लाइक एनी अदर मैन टू यू. देन पैदा किया हूँ इसका मतलब ना एहसान किया है ना कुछ किया हूँ. यू नो दैट्स वेयर आई कम फ्रॉम. दैट्स व्हाट माय फादर ऑलवेज टॉट मी कि ये करो. बाप इतनी मेहनत करता था, पिताजी रेस्टोरेंट में थे, तो मुझे जब मैं सेट पे आता हूँ तो 8 बजे आता हूँ और मैं वेट कर रहा हूँ, तो मुझे ये नहीं लगता कि मैं क्यों पहले आया हूँ या मैं क्यों कुर्सी उठा के, खुद की कुर्सी बिठा के साफ करके बैठा हूँ सेट पे. मुझे बुरा नहीं लगता किसी चीज़ का.
No, but you're very right, you know, because if I can just conclude with this, because you know it is always said that we don't teach our sons the things which matter, and we are always concentrating what is our wife doing or what is our daughter doing.
Absolute.
You know.
Absolute. And my relation has been completely different. Completely different. I'll tell Ahan 100 things, but I never tell Athiya anything. I only tell her कि as far as this industry goes, don't take failure to be the end and be all of anything. Happiness and failure of a film should not be connected.
Yeah.
You have every right to be upset. You have every right to...
Disappointed is fine, yeah.
Yes, every right to choose the right producer.
Yeah.
This film has taught her to choose the right producer. You know, so you take away something from everywhere. Kyuki, whether it's the film, whether it's the subject, whether it's the director, whether it's the setup, whether it's the studio, whether it's everything, मैंने platter पे लाके producer को दिया था. उसने कुछ नहीं किया, एक रुपया invest नहीं किया था, और उसने ये कबाड़ा किया. तो
Didn't you call him up and...
No, I don't want to.
Weren't you tempted to fire him?
Never, never, because I don't belong to the school. I don't belong to the school. I believe छोटी सी फैमिली है हमारी इंडस्ट्री की. आज झगड़ा होगा फिर एक हो जाते हैं, तो आउट ऑफ साइट आउट ऑफ माइंड, भूल जाओ, ख़त्म हो गया. गिल्टी हूँ कि अथिया को मैंने ऐसे प्रोड्यूसर दिया, लेकिन खुश हूँ कि उसने मेहनत की, बहुत मेहनत की. डिक्शन पे 3-3 महीने यहाँ आके बैठ के वर्कशॉप्स करती थी. टाउन से, यहाँ से टीचर को भी मैं भेज सकता था. बोला नो पापा, आई डोंट वांट दैट साइड, आई वांट टू सिट हियर एंड डू इट. सो शी केम हियर, शी मेट अ ब्यूटीफुल डायरेक्टर लाइक डेबा, who get along, she and her get along like a house on fire.
Yeah.
We will work something out, something will work out, and things will be good. You know?
With such a positive father, I don't think your children have anything to worry about. And thank you so much for being on SpotboyE. It was lovely talking to you, Sunil.